Make sure you talk to a licensed financial advisor in your area. Investing carries risk. But family, listen to me close. When you get into this trading game and this investing game, yes, you can make a lot of money. Yes, if you're doing it right, then you will manage your risk well. But one thing that people don't tell you about being a profitable trader is that you seeing 100 different opportunities, and then you pick one, and then you get in, you make a little bit of money on it, you even make a lot of money on it, but you could have made way more money on it, and then it's sitting with you and you thinking to yourself, oh, I should have held on to that longer. Family, if you feel like you should have held on to any stock or crypto a little bit longer, let us know what it is in the chat. And this just happened to me today. I tell y'all, listen, I'm the coach. All I can do is write up the play, but you got to run the ball. I can't go over to your house and hit the buy button for you. I can't get to hit the stop for you. You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say this: we always gonna find plays. We always gonna shake back and get better ones and better ones as time goes on. Sometimes we'll lose, even if the losses is small, but we see the opportunities. I just called the bottom on ticker symbol SPY. Why is that important? Because I got in it. I put my stop loss on it like a good trader will always do. This is how I'm beating the S&P 500 this year, which is the gold standard of the stock market. And I've been doing it for a few years in a row. I got into a trade at the bottom. I put my stop loss. It kicked me out and then took off to the moon, family. You see that? And it happens all of the time. But I'm human. I'm transparent with you, and I'm letting you know how I go. But I want to show you some things that I'm personally looking at, because I know when everybody's afraid of the market, it's time to do the exact opposite of what they will do. One stock that I'm looking at right now is OKLO. It's currently $156. However, I'm not necessarily looking to buy it right here at this time. I want to put it on your radar, because the reason that people are buying this one or even interested in watching this one is because it's a advanced nuclear energy kind of a play. Why is that important? We living in a world where people are trying to mine crypto. We living in a world where there are more people on the internet than ever before. We living in a world where we got artificial intelligence, and all of these things require something called a data center. Data centers require a lot of power, right? Think of a whole giant building full of computer chips that are all humming. That's burning a lot of energy. It's real hot in there. It takes a lot of energy to do this. But these new advanced nuclear power plants are supposed to be the next step in terms of being able to generate the power for them in a way that makes a lot of money. But the reason that people are looking at OKLO is because they're going to make what they're calling modular nuclear sites, aka small versions of it that could be moved. So why is that interesting? Because companies like Microsoft, Meta, Nvidia, Google, and many others, including Apple, might start to partner with them so they could power these data centers. They might have to put them out in a region or an area where there's nobody really over there. So they might put it where there's all of these mountains in the United States, or flat lands where there's no people there, and have these data centers just processing all this information with these nuclear, smaller type nuclear sites. And this company, I want to just be clear with you, they're not necessarily producing revenue, but they are partnering with a lot of different things. So I'm not telling you to buy this. I'm not buying this just yet, but I have to put it on my radar because I know that the artificial intelligence space is going to need some energy. But with that being said, I want to just pause and say, I hope that you have a great weekend. I hope that you stay safe. I hope that you have just time for your loved ones and your people, and you can pour into them, family, because that's important too. It's not always just about the stock market and making money and all of that. Even though we always like to do that, it's not always about that. And then I want to get over to another play that we've been so on point with that I almost want to go out and just shake your hand. And this is XRP. It's $2.28 right now. It's probably moving when you see this. It's probably $2.35. It's moving up and down about 20 cents. The reason I'm bringing this to your attention is because I don't know who else on the entire internet, it could have been done, I just ain't been watching it, but I don't know who else been calling it like we've been calling it over here. XRP went all the way up to like $3.50, $3.60 or so, and this was like a month, if not 2 months ago. And then we said, yeah, we ain't buying no more XRP at this current point in time. We only willing to buy it if it come down to 160. I've been getting people in the comments of the videos, oh man, I'm just gonna buy it anyway. And you know, that's cool because a lot of people are long-term holders of XRP, which I'm not gonna be mad at. But I knew to say I'm not gonna buy it because I like XRP, but I'm a technical trader, meaning I trade with the chart and not with my heart. I'm not gonna use the reason that I just like it be the reason why I'm buying more. No. If I see we had a resistance, I'm gonna slow down. And then once we hit the resistance, we got rejected, AKA it went up there and came on down. I said, yeah, I'm gonna buy it next time we hit a crazy level of support where I can't pass it up. And then we just got some news that Ripple, the company that's behind XRP, they basically raised $1 billion to purchase XRP just recently. And I want to put y'all up on some history on XRP. The all-time high, according to Coinbase, happened in January 2018, and it was 384, and we currently down 40% from then. Why is that important? Because that's going to be a major level of resistance. Once I seen that we was up there, I was thinking, okay, if we pierce it and go a little higher, I'll buy even more. But as a technical trader, we weren't getting what's called a technical breakout. We breaking out past these levels of resistance. Think of it like you got a baseball in your hand and you throw it at the ceiling, right? And it hit the ceiling, it kind of touch it a little bit, put a little dent, and then come back down. It didn't pierce through, it didn't break through. But let's say that you gave that same baseball to Superman and he threw it at the ceiling, boom, and now it's headed to the moon. You see what I'm saying? We didn't see that level of momentum on XRP that was gonna send it through the ceiling, send it through the roof, and send it to the moon. We seen it hit the ceiling or close and then come back down. So I wasn't gonna bet that this thing was gonna take off by buying more up there. I'd rather let it hit the floor and then bottom out and just roll on the floor, and then I'll go and buy it. That was my 161, which a lot of people got to go and pick it up by setting limit orders. And now, like I always tell you, Wall Street, late to the party, slow to the show. They just recently said it's inevitable. XRP is gonna have a parabolic run ahead. And analysts are saying this. It doesn't mean that it won't, but it means that now they saying it's gonna have a parabolic run after the fact that it already ran up some, because a lot of people got it at 50 cents or less. It already ran up some and then came back. So now they trying to get people to buy it when it's high rather than getting people to buy it when it's low. And they've been saying stuff like this too. If you are buying XRP down here, I'm not mad at you. I get it. Some people are just long-term holders and just want a dollar cost average in and just continuously buy, which I'll never be mad at that. But if you're a technical trader like myself, my bags are already full. I already have enough XRP that I want. So then I'm currently looking at it to buy it if it hits the floor and it's just rolling and everybody think it fell asleep. That's when I will buy more, where I couldn't pass up on it. So here's some ranges for you right now. The range means it goes up this high and comes down this low. If you look on the year, the last leg up that we had on the year on XRP basically has been between about 161 as a low point, and then as a high point, it's been about 350, 360, maybe even 370, right? So let's call it even 370 to about 160. So since we have this huge range and my bag's already full, I only want to buy it on the low. If we break out and get over this certain point, and this is going to be your actual 314, if we break above 314 and you see it staying above that day 1, day 2, day 3, like 3 days in a row, then this means that we could be doing another leg up to go back and retest it. But as it currently stands, we not retesting it. We just chilling out down here. So then I'm holding on. Family, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I see y'all in the next one. And we're going to continue to get busy. So if you want to get some free stocks and support the channel, use the Moomoo link in the description. Go ahead and put $100 on there at a minimum so you can get some free stocks and get access to the information that they have. But I want to give a major shout out to the whole KGU family. We've been knocking it out of the park. And if we do lose, we only lose this much. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I see you on the next one. Let's keep winning. Take care.